My name is Genesis Silva. I was born in Mexico, but now I live in McAllen, Texas. I go to the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. I'm 23 years old and I'm a bio major. Well, that was the first plan, to be a doctor, but now I think that I like teaching more. So right now I work with a nonprofit. It's called Girl Start, and we give them lessons in science, technology, engineering, and math. And it's 4th grade girls. I like it very much, so I think I'm gonna teach something, I don't know, maybe seeking alternative certification so I can teach. So I got an email, my UTRGV account. I think some other professor forwarded it to me, and I read it, and I was really interested. I've never been to Asia before, and I thought it was a really cool opportunity to go and teach because I like teaching, and just because I don't know Asian, I thought, well, might as well go to Taiwan and learn a little bit. To be honest, I think this is the best opportunity of my life because we don't live in big cities or anything. We're in the countryside. We get to know the people, how they really live, how the real life in Taiwan is. Like, we eat the typical food, we live with typical families, they're hard workers, they have farms and stuff. So it's really great. We've been seeing the culture as it is, not as tourists. So at the beginning, it was a little bit hard because they were shy and some of them weren't really confident with their English level. They could understand instructions, but they didn't know how to answer and they would struggle a little bit. So it was good to have a helper, like someone to translate English to Chinese so the kids can go to that person and tell them in Chinese the answer, and then they would tell us in English. So I would see how at the beginning they were shy and they didn't want to get up, they didn't want to talk to other people, but I came with a lot of games and icebreakers. So first they would start like playing, get to know each other, know their names, because most of the children, they come from other schools, so they didn't know the other children in the classroom. And as they played, they got to know each other and get a little bit more comfortable, and I would also make them dance. So I could see that the first day they will maybe dance like this, they didn't want to move that much. And by Friday, the end of the week, they would go like this and everything. So I would see the difference, how they feel more comfortable and confident. And they would speak English at the end of the week too with other students, which was amazing because at the beginning they would talk Chinese between themselves. And at the end they would try to speak English. And I could see how it was a positive impact in their lives. Yes, and at the end of the week, parents came with me and they wanted to take pictures with me and their children. They gave me letters and a lot of gifts. So yeah, I feel very good. I feel that I'm doing a good job. Yes, patience is key because we have to understand that English is their second language. So maybe what I teach for kids that are in 4th grade, 5th grade is too advanced for them. I have to go back to basics and be very patient with them. And it's hard. There's sometimes that I would get frustrated, but then I'm like, calm down. Like, it's their second language just for me. I learned Spanish first. So I think of my teachers that they were really patient with me to learn. So I try to like be in their shoes and be like, okay, let's do this the right way. Okay, so the first week was really good. Our host family was great. They would take us out a lot, like every day. They also bought even clothes. They told me that they were gonna take care of us like food-wise and excursions, but they will buy me clothes and like anything I wanted, makeup. They bought me this and the earrings, and it was really good. They also took me to like a hair salon and they gave me a massage and they washed my hair. It was a really cool experience. They didn't know English that much, so it was kind of hard to communicate, But I could see that they're really good people, that they just wanted to take care of me and my brother and take us everywhere. And we use the translator a lot. That's how we would communicate, basically. And then the second week, it was totally different because the first week it was a small family. It was just the parents and 2 children. The second week, the house was really big, but the grandma was living there, the grandpa, like mom, dad, they had 3 children. The sister was living there too. Like, it was big, huge family. So I would sit in the living room after school and they would all look at me just waiting for me to tell them like about my day, about what I like to do back in USA. They would look at me like this, like they were really interested in my life and they really wanted to learn. And only the dad knew English, so I would explain to him like everything and he would repeat the same story with the same expression. So if I did this, he would go like this too, so they would understand what was going on. And it was really nice. I cried at the end of the week when I was gonna switch host families because we really, like, we had a bond. It was only a week, but it was really good. I mean, back home, well, I moved out. I live by myself now. I left my parents' house like 4 years ago. So it's been a long time since I've been with my grandpa and my grandma and my parents. Because normally when I go to visit to Mexico, I'm just there for 2-3 days and then I go back to Texas. So it was nice being the whole week with the family, and I felt like that kind of love again. Like, it brought back memories of when I lived with all my family in Mexico. I don't know, it's a total culture shock. Everything is so different. I know what we have in common of people over there and over here is that everyone is nice. Like, they try to make you feel really welcome. And it shocked me how they have lots of night markets. Like, people don't eat at home that much. They rather go out, buy breakfast on the go, or go to the night market, have stinky tofu. That smells really gross. Didn't like it. I mean, the smell is really bad, but once you try it, it's okay. So the food surprised me a lot. Since we are so close to the ocean, people eat a lot of oyster here. And it impresses me how they have different dishes of everything for oyster, like oyster omelet, and they have the soup. They have oyster everything, like fried oyster. It's really good. I loved it a lot. I already know how to say it in Chinese. It's right? Yeah, I mean, that's my favorite dish, so I had to learn how to say it. I just want to say that it was a really good experience and that I wish that other people had that same opportunity to come here and not being in big cities like Changhua or Taipei. No, be in the countryside with real people, and so that way you get the experience of living how a normal Taiwanese person will live the daily life here.